I'm very much of a beginner in astronomy. And when I asked a more experienced person, like, what's a good way to get started? Like, how do I even start? Because just kind of like going out and looking at things here and there, that's just not me. I kind of really need like a goal or like a focus. And the first thing that he told me was that you want to go and try and find all the Messier objects. These are objects that are named after Charles Messier, who was lived back in the 1700s, and he was a French astronomer who was focused on comet hunting of all things. He was actually a really, really good comet hunter, and he had discovered 20 comets in his time, and that was about like half of all the comets that they'd even known about back in the 1700s. And he started this catalog not to be like, "Okay, here's all the wonderful things that you can go see in the night sky," but it was actually the things that were getting in his way of comet hunting. So he wanted to have, like, a catalog and describe them and know where they were so that he could help himself and others find the comets. To him, all these objects were actually nuisances. So it's just really kind of funny. Just him that found things. He would have other people of his time calling out to him to say, "Hey, how about this one?" And so he kept noting them. And so him and his fellow comet hunters documented 110 objects, and that's what we call today the Messier catalog. And the cool thing about this catalog is it's got such a wide variety. There's open star clusters, there's nebulas, there's just so many different things that are in there. And just going through them all and like learning how to find them and stuff, you really do learn a lot. When I started down this path, the original intention was because we were looking at the Astronomical League, and this was something that you can actually keep a log of and get credit for. Um, and and so we thought it would be kind of cool to do. I actually found using telescopes a little bit much for me, so I actually switched to a sea star. So unfortunately, the sea star isn't something that is eligible for the Astronomical League's Messier Award, but it's just been a really good exercise for me to just like I'm starting to get the hang of like, okay, here's where things are. The C Star makes everything like super easy, so you just say this is what I want to go to and it goes to it for you. Whereas to get your qualification with the Messier Messier objects, you have to actually like find them yourselves in the night sky and learn how to like point your telescope and everything. And I might go back and redo them later, but for right now, it's just been a lot of fun just finding them with the sea star and then seeing what they look like and then kinda looking up and saying, "Okay, this is what I'm actually seeing," and stuff. That's just been a lot of fun for me, at least as a very, very beginner. So Messier's catalog of nuisance objects for him is definitely, like, a really, really awesome place to start if you're new to astronomy and you're just trying to get your feet wet and just trying to learn and figure out what things are. It's just and it's so exciting, like, especially some of these like, I really find I'm really loving the nebulas. They're so cool and they're so pretty to look at and stuff. There's so many it's so hard to believe that all this stuff is up there because you don't see it when you just look up with the naked eye and stuff. You just don't see it all.